If you're selling a product online over $2,500, you're a high-ticket coach or consultant, or even selling a course online, and you're stuck under 100K a month, you want to make sure that you're using the right funnel. Chances are lead generation right now might not be the biggest issue for you in the business. It could be a sales infrastructure, but you still want to know what funnel works, how to make proper decisions from a funnel perspective, and how do you scale this funnel, and what other levels to those funnels are. Pretty sure there's going to be a lot of videos out there, on different funnels ideas, but ultimately you want to make decisions based on data and based on your current offer. So what funnel works, it depending on the level of the business, how much revenue your business brings in. So if you have no clients whatsoever, you want to make sure that you have enough conversations with your ideal ICP, so you can use those conversations, use those pain points, use those problems, feed that to AI and get different angles perspective, and use them on ads to drive traffic to your landing page. That is going to be level 1. Level 2, if you already have clients, you already know what are the biggest problems, what are the biggest challenges, the biggest objections you have on a sales call. Then you can use those to create different hooks and different angles for your ads to drive them into your page. But ultimately, what a funnel is you running ads to an application, to a website, to a landing page, to complete a form, and then you get people's information or have them to book a call directly with you or your sales team. So how do I know this will work for me? And again, like I said, this is going to be based on data and not what other people or even me say on the internet. So unless you're willing to spend money to make money, you cannot have enough data to make appropriate decisions. So let me walk you through the funnel levels. If you're making 0 to 200K a month or even more, that specific funnel can work. And 100K to 400K a month, there's going to be different kind of things, different kind of funnels that you want to test and run. But ultimately, these are the simplest funnels out there that you can use to drive more traffic, more qualified sales into your pipeline. Okay. So first of all, we have the application funnel. Now, this can be very, very straightforward. There's either a submit a form where you create a form on Facebook ads directly into having people to send you their information, and either they can pick a call with you or not, or have a setter call them. That's entirely up to you how you want to structure that. Then we have traffic to a website, submit an application. Now, how this looks is you can create a landing page with Go High Level or any other CRM that you have out there, and you can use a software which is called Typeform, and it can be very, very simple. All you have to do is do 5 to 10 qualifying questions for your ideal ICP, and then people can, once they go through those qualified questions, they can book a call, or even if they opt out or maybe they don't complete the full form, then you can reach out to them or have your setters reach out to them. Just make sure that the webhook are connected with your CRM, so the leads are not falling out of the process. Now, we have the other thing that is very similar to an application form is a quick funnel. Now, let me show you what a quick funnel is, because I'm using a quick funnel, but it applies the same concept and the same thing as an application funnel. So all it is you drive traffic to a landing page, submit an application, and then people can make decisions. Having said that, if you're going to use a quiz funnel, let me just log into my account and show you what my quiz funnel looks like. So I've got 2 different landing pages that are A/B testing. So the first one is a landing page where people are going to, and then over here you have the headline, sub-headline, and who are you targeting, what do you do essentially, and just a quick tip: whatever information, whatever copy you have on your landing page, the same copy or a similar copy should be on your creatives. and in your copy on your ads. So there's one massive association, because now, especially after the new Andromeda update, you have to create new angles on your Facebook ads and new creatives, because creatives are going to be the ones to decide whether you make it on Facebook ads or you don't. Simple as that. And the way that you do it, and the way that you collect the right data, and having the Meta's AI pixel to reach the right audience, is by telling AI who you're talking to and exactly why you're talking to them. So all they do is they come into this page. If they decide to go ahead, now they go through a series of questions. And once they go through the questions, if I go back here, they get a different results page. Okay, based on how much they scored, you can set up scoring aspects inside of your questions. And over here, as you can see, we have the dynamic content. So if people are scoring 20% or 60% or even 90%, you can set up custom responses based on who you're talking to and what problems are you solving, based on the high to low to high ratio. So that makes it a little bit more personalized, direct, like as if like you're talking directly to them, and also make it more fun, right? And at the end, you have a different call to action over here, depending on where do you want to send them. Okay, so if they don't qualify, you can send them directly into the unqualified results page. There's no problem, but this process is a similar process to the type form, but it makes it a little bit more fun, more engaging, and you get the necessary people to come through your pipeline. Okay, so this is the quiz with a quiz funnel, and again, you can either use an application, short application funnel. If you're 0 to 100K, that makes it a little bit more easier to get more leads coming in. So if you have a lead flow issue right now, all you have to do is just decrease the number of qualification questions that you have on your application form, and then let AI do these things with Meta to drive more traffic into your website, into your landing page. Okay. Then what we have is a schedule a call. Now, here's the thing. You don't have to use all of these different funnels. You can use one, and it's going to be really, really great. And all you have to do is make decisions based on the data. And all you have to do is change certain copy once you have enough data coming through your landing pages. Now, here's how the schedule a call looks like. You drive traffic to your website, where it has one call to action to schedule a call. But it doesn't necessarily need to be a bigger call calendar necessarily. So let me show you the A/B testing that I do on the schedule a call. The landing page is very straightforward. It's very simple. You have one headline, which is your offer, your sub headline with your guarantee, and a video. And that's it. And inside of the video, you have your guarantees, you have your testimonials, you have everything that you need. So you don't have to put them on your website. And then, so that way it forces people to watch the video until the end. And then people can book a call once they go through the application. Again, that again depends on your avatar, who you're serving, who you're helping, and then people can book a call directly with you. The same logic applies if you were to use a type form. So you can use a type form, and then you have a Calendly option at the end where people can book a call with you or your sales team. Essentially, it's very straightforward. It's very simple. Now, next we have IG funnel DM. So this is really good. Essentially, if you are 0 to 100K, even if you can scale that past 100K. So the idea behind of that is you run traffic directly into IG followers. So you get more followers based on the content that you're making. And the message that you can say is very straightforward. Say, hey, I'm here's what content I'm making and why you should consider following me. If you find some value based on that, here's exactly who I'm helping and the results that we normally have in our organization. And the idea behind of that is once people are following you, you have an automated way to send people a DM. You can do that through ManyChat, and then you have your usual DM setting process to um, then have them on a call with you if they qualify, or if they don't qualify for the high tickets, to drive them directly into the low ticket to then have more buyer leads. Okay. Now the only issue I'm looking when I'm looking at an IGDM funnel is that you still need to create good content, because people are going to judge you based on your content, and people are going to have an expectation based on the content that you create. So if you have good content, if you outsource your content and you spend a day or two scripting and making your content, and you do every somebody else does the editing and everything else. I can see that work very, very well. But hey, it all depends on your offer, the messaging, the information, that your knowledge that you have around what do you do and how do you help people. So if that works for you, IGDM funnel, it can be very beneficial, but it's going to be a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of time from either you, or maybe you already have a setter at this stage. If you're in this type of funnel, that they need to book more sales calls on your calendar or on your closer's calendar. So it can be a little bit tricky. Now, next up, we have the low ticket funnel, which is one of the greatest funnels that you can have. Having said that, is very tricky to set one low ticket funnel correctly, because you want to make sure that the messaging on the low ticket does not over collapse with the offer on the high ticket. So ultimately, what this creates is buyer leads, which we all know buyer leads are easier to upsell into a high ticket service, a high ticket program, as long as they get the value from what the offer is on a low ticket. So, per your example, to create a low ticket, in my opinion, you can have different action steps on how they can achieve certain things in 1, 2, 3 steps. So step number 1, you need to do this. Step number 2, you need to do this. Step number 3, you need to do this in order for you to achieve what ultimately is going to be the biggest offer on the high ticket. So then you have an onboarding process inside of your low ticket funnel, which you create. And then this is where the upsell happens. Now, you either have a person, a setter, or somebody who triage conversations either on Zoom or during a phone setting, or even your CSM, your onboard specialist, where they onboard people, but they are also responsible for upselling them into the high tickets, or have them connected with a closer to then upsell them, depending on how you structure your sales infrastructure. So I've worked in all of these different areas, and you can apply that to any of the below. And also a quick tip: if you're spending anything over that $500 in ad spend, use HYROS. If you're not familiar with HYROS is, it's a software that helps you track your ad spend from Facebook, because Facebook is not going to give you the correct data responses for you to make decisions. This is about everything that you need to know about the specific funnels, what funnel works, where to use the funnel, at what level to use the funnel. And also, if you're hiring a coach or you're a consultant, you sell an info product online over $2,500 over phone or over Zoom, click on the link below, go through the assessment and see where the bottleneck in your business is. Like I mentioned, chances are lead generation is not going to be the major issue for you in the business. If you're making anywhere from 30 to 100K a month, it most likely is going to be the sales infrastructure, so that will help you go past the 100K a month. But it's also really, really good to know what type of funnel to use, and more importantly, what are the benefits of these funnels, so you can scale predictably with a client acquisition system, so you don't have to count on unpredictable ways to acquire new customers, And also you want to have a process where you can make money from your existing clients as well. So if you're looking to get more information on all of that, click the first link below and check this out. And if you want to join our free community on School, this is the second link below in the underneath the video. So see you guys on the next one.